Tiny say it is. Let's get right to it. I'm ready to bring the vibe. I do have a reading for you. I do have some cards for you, but I think like you could say Christ within me. My heart's biggest qualm with the last two videos of how do I say this? That kind of thing of calling someone evil. Even the person saying like literally trying to cast out demons from me, like come out of Avatar Uranus right now, and it's like I just set back with like the spirit of religion, the spirit of hero righteousness, come out of him right now. Like kind of the same thing. How's it feel? Kind of thing. And then at the end of it, Christ loves you. It's like, do you know, like Christ loves you so much? It just feels like, hey, Christ loves you. You, this form that this person doesn't even know, loves you. It's like that's not me. That kind of thing. And I was just watching Persona 5 of boom, right on the nose. Persona 5. They're not real people. They're not real people. They're people that exist within this palace, you could say. And who is saying that? The Holy Spirit. It's like, once you awaken as your identity, as your persona, in your persona, how do you awaken? I am the spirit of rebellion within you. If you, I have the, let me get the message for you. I just, I just screenshotted it. Shout out to my PC for keeping the message for us. Go Biscuit. Should you desire it, I can grant you the power to break through any barrier. And you have to be the one to say, give me that power. Give me your power. And you realize, whoa, boom, bird just flew right over my window. It's you. It's you. You have to literally, like, these glasses appear. And it's like flame, or how do I say this? They're like, red, you could say. Whoa. And you rip them off and you're bleeding. And this blue flame. Whoa, you rip the red off, you rip the thing that was like branded on you as being red, as being that demon, you could say. And then boom, the true blue flame. Wow, that's awesome. No wonder this was all meant to happen. That's really cool. And you have to be the one to rebel. Like rebellion is part of the process. Whoa, download. Now you're getting it. Rebellion is part of the process. Rebellion is part of the process. You having to even be blasphemous, be a heretic, just like Lloyd and his sister. Like Lloyd, I love being a heretic with you. Playing she's in the church. Lloyd's not. That's the thing. It's like, Lloyd, I love being a heretic. You having fun in the fight, in the true battle, again, it's like you're like, how do I say this? Like a kiddie pool in an abyss. You are the abyss. You have become the abyss. There are still people in like ankle high water of God, you could say. Oh my gosh, the River Jordan. They're still in the ankle high water part of crossing that river. Of crossing, there's always sorry to be speaking so fast that got a fuse with my ice cold side. I'm looking at Branded Fusion. The connotation, I did look that word up. I am using it right, rightly so. Of crossing a river, the river Styx, that kind of thing. You crossing the river spiritually, some people have only just started to dip their toes into that river. They've just started to dip their toes into that river, and you didn't just swim in it. You sunk in it, and you're like, oh, I can live here. I can live here. And then that's like what happened. You're not even supposed to cross the river. You're supposed to sink in the abyss, and that's like truly crossing the river. And some people, like, you are mid-abyss even. It's like we're still continuing to cross that river even, you could say. It's like, does the abyss end? We don't know. Like, we don't know. That cross, wow, that's awesome. That's so cool. That's so cool. Branded Fusion, I just keep looking at it. I gotta fuse with that ice cold cider. I'll just keep, speaking in tongues for 35 minutes straight. But again, you fusing with that flame in you. Fusing with that flame in you. So, Branded Fusion. You fusing with that flame in you. You ripping the glasses of sin, you could say. And like they look pretty cool, but it's definitely not you. You rip that off, and the true flame appears within you, like your true light appears and you become a real person. Wow. Wow, there it is for you guys. There it is. No wonder this was all supposed to be like, what? Oh, that's so awesome. And I just saw in Persona 5 again, red, blue, and pink. So red, blue, and joy, like pink. That like, feminine, how do I say this? Wow. That's very cool. So the feminine in you being that pink, and red and blue being the angel and demon, thinking of Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura. Wow. Team, of course, what? 7. Like, makes sense. The lucky ones. Wow. I just got I'm hearing a knock on the door on this table. It's Christ saying right there, like, hey, like, what are you guys doing in here, kind of thing. You guys are understanding how to awaken to my spirit. Rebellion is part of the process. That monster in you saying, like, if you so want it, if you so desire for that power, oh my gosh, this is insane. And you can feel, boom, looking at the dragon card, the Father really saying, like, wow, you're really understanding how to awaken to my spirit. Rebellion is part of the process. Does that not sound familiar? Rebellion is part of the process. Wow, they show it right to you in Persona. They show it right to you in Persona. Jeez, this is awesome. This is so cool. You can hear, like, that's the voice of the Father really coming through. In so much joy. In so much joy about finally this being told. Rebellion is part of the process. You having to ditch, like, that, you could say, whoa, that, like, false kingdom mindset, that false church. It's like, again, rebellion is like how you begin. You have to rebel. That's insane. Mountain of faith right there. I'm looking at. Wow. Wow. That's insane, you guys. What a cool way to, to have everything tie together. Like, this energy, I did not expect in this reading. That's for dang sure. So, I'm really understanding. Really understanding. The feminine being the pink within you, you have the masculine red and blue, the masculine red and angel. Wow, this is so cool. And, like, you are the red as well. Like, you are the red. Like, you're supposed to be. The angels are the angels. You're the red. Like, you are the demon. Awesome. You're the monster. You're supposed to be. And then you rebel, and boom, you are, like, given the spirit. Whoa, this is freaky. You're given the blue. And then you have that, you have that masculine within you. This is crazy cool. I'm telling you. This is some good stuff, you could say. This is some really good stuff. Like, you guys smoking this? Like, roll this up. Roll this information up and smoke it. And, that's the thing. It's like, I how do I say this? That false kingdom mindset is what the Father needs to, how do I say this, to go. UV just popped up, being very bright right now. That false kingdom mindset of it being like a prison. You need to rebel. And again, like, those implants, those systems. Whoa, this is freaky. This is cool. SW is, like, really proud, you could say. Awesome. Finally, like, I finally get that in a reading. Being the dragon that devours the dogma, the avatar. And that's the thing. You're a dragon. You devour things. You don't like, you are the dragon. You are the dogma. Don't let anything that you could say is even written try to, like, force anything onto you. There are many things that I wrote, the Father says, including everything that is created that you can tell, that you feel has my spirit within it, has love within it, has beauty within it, has true magic within it. Like, I wrote those, the Father would say. Like, what if the Spirit said, like, I was the one that did that. Like, true scripture, you could say. True scripture, the things that you love. Persona 5, boom. Persona. Like, boom, there it is. So many things of where you can truly find the way to wield spirit, the way to awaken. Oh my gosh. This does not get better. I'm telling you, how do I say this? These kinds of revelations only come from, you could say, like, having to, whoa, I feel like Jinwoo fighting myself again. Awesome. I feel like Jinwoo in that, right before Egress. Oh, it was Egress. Just fighting the knight. Awesome. I used to be that knight. No wonder I was saying, I looked at myself, you could say. Like Egress. Like, they have, like, tough ideals, you could say. And you have to be that one that is, like, just the plate, the void, the hollow purple, the one that, the vessel of God, the avatar. where that like set ideals, that knight, like it is blood red, you could say. It's like, it's Egress the Blood Red. It is a titled, you could say, like almost an S rank monster. And you have to be that S rank player already to even defeat it, to even destroy it. That knight in you, and you did. And that's the thing I have seen. Like the Father is saying right now, Sadere in this body has been that knight, has been Egress. And I was fighting myself. Boom! There it is for you guys. No wonder. There it is. Wow. Red and blue. Blue fighting red. Wow, card confirmation. Blue fighting red. And because, blue is supposed to be higher on that chart, you could say. It's like that set thing. Whoa, did anyone notice that? In Solo Leveling, talking about, again, Spirit riding something, it says, it's like a throne that isn't there anymore. Boom, car horn. Like, Christ isn't there anymore. You are the player. You are the new version. You are the, that knight within you wants to, like, only serve Christ, only fight for Christ, only do this, that. And then here comes Christ, the player, saying, that throne, that is an old me. And then you have to, like, fight that knight's ideals. And that's like a rebellion process. Whoa, this is freaky. But he tells, like, when he beats Egress, like, when he can't, how do I say this? It was like 2 out of 3, the third try. He tells him this: you serve a broken throne, a throne in ruins, you could say. We are supposed to, how do I say this? Create the new kingdom. I kind of want to look that up for. Yeah, we'll do like a little reading on it maybe. I'll go find it and write it down. But that throne being that's it, an empty throne. An empty throne. It's not shattered. It's an empty throne. But you are a true warrior. I want you to fight for me. Like, here comes the new, evolved version of Christ. That beats that knight within you, saying, like, I only fight for Christ. I only fight for Christ. I only fight for Christ. It's an empty throne. You're supposed to be the player, the avatar. Oh my gosh, this is insane. And how do I say this? It's a tough battle. It's a very tough battle. But that is the blue version of you. That is the blue version right before purple. Awesome. Right before purple. And to go back in, you are the Shadow Monarch. Again, Jinwoo being like the shadow, and then the light. Like literally possessing him, you could say. It's like the spirit, him becoming a vessel. Awesome. It's like it's still Jinwoo. It's still the shadow. But he is now the light. Like down the entire time I was saying that. That's crazy. And you see the joy in that. Do you see the joy, the true boom? This is what happens. Your soul is set ablaze. You are, you truly, how do I say that? Yeah, like full on. Again, like you take off the glasses, the flame appearing. Like that flame appearing, and then you becoming the avatar. I could say like the flame, but no, like you becoming the avatar right there. And 118 on the timer. I'm surpassing Chief right here. I'm surpassing Christ right now, you could say. And we're supposed to. Like that is Master Chief. We are supposed to be Noble Six. We are supposed to be that shadow of the light, in the light, as the light. This is like, that's the thing. Again, we become the light. We become the vessel, the avatar, the soul, the dragon, the father. Within that void of you, and again, if you are that Egress, it's not gonna happen. Wow, that's freaky. Like, cheers to and fro heaven. That's insane, you guys. Glad to give you guys this message. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. And like I was here, you can say. That's so cool. That's so cool. So you have to really beat that Egress. Like, here's the thing. Like, Egress, is like, I will not only throw down with this sword, but screw it. Let's go toe to toe, like ideals. Let's go toe to toe. Let's go night to night, you could say. Boom. And then you become a god when you defeat that knight. That is insane. Wow, this is cool. You become a player. This is awesome. I just, which How to Tell You, I'll give a little post about it. I'll I'll probably post it later, PPP or something like that. Saying, this little darkness being, it has like, the eye. And it's the one that you could say first introduced the main character to magic when she was a kid and didn't know any better. Like her, like, walking down the road with light, in her feet, and then it like, died out. Like that, her parents saying, if that light stays, then you can be a witch, then you can be whatever you want, you could say. Wow. But it like fading, with that belief on the way home. Wow. And that darkness comes back and it's like, you are our hope. You are our hope. And it's a dragon. Like, boom, I'm looking at, this is so cool. So, in this show, and again, I'll post it later or something, for you guys. Coco, welcome to the world of magic. And it's like the being. And then, it, to the other, the next frame is a dragon. Wow. This is freaky. And I'm thinking of a Gatherer's Adventure, even Veldora for the slimes. Like, whoa, this is so crazy. So this is insane. Guys, what a reading. Can you feel it? Can you feel this energy? I could ride this all day. And I probably will. Like, more readings, more fun. It's like, I was not in this before the last 2 videos. Like, this was all meant to happen. Whoa, no wonder. Takes everything in sacred threes. 3rd time's the charm. Boom! Beating the night. Like, those last 2 were me saying arise to that night, you could say. This is the true one. And, this is the one that makes sense. And if that Egress is reading it, arise. Did it work this time? Do you feel it? not to be an egomaniac, but it's like, that's what we do here. And that's the thing, like, wow. I remember someone saying, like, egomaniac about Sophia. About me, like, shouting out Sophia. And that being an implant, that being a system, just like anything can be. The church, that set of rules, even scripture. Wow. A set of rules saying, if you don't follow this, it could be hell to pay. And the father's, like, winking. Like, it could be. Are you gonna do it? Rebellion is part of the process. No wonder. 122 on the timer, the true sequence to becoming a god. Rebellion. You have to. Divination even. Like, especially divination. Wow. Freaky as what? Heaven. It doesn't get freakier, you guys. Man, I love these glasses. You know what's hilarious? I've had these glasses for so long, and they're literally taped together. I just, it's like, I don't want to, it's like my favorite car that you don't want to get rid of, you could say. But I should. But it's the times where I'm not showing love to the glasses, they just randomly disappear. Like, I did it in a reading one time, like, yeah, they kind of sit on my face, not the best, and then they disappear, and I'm like, no, like, come back, that's the glasses, that's the darkness, that's the shadow, that's the monster. It's like, it's not its fault, it's this, like, monstrous put-together thing, like, you put it together, whoa. You built that monster, whoa, this is really you being the Avatar. You built that monster yourself, it's like your stand. It's your stand. Thinking of, like, those, like, very adorable and precious scenes of, like, Polnareff as a kid with, like, Silver Chariot. I was trying to imagine Jornos, like, when he was just sitting there, like, wanting ice cream. Like, how would Golden Experience look in that moment? And that kind of thing. It's been with you since you were a child, that monster. This is, 1, 2, 3. Like, guys, do your do-re-mi is whenever, you need to, like, get in that high vibration. Like, that's it. Like, you can sing, you can lull your doctor. You are the doctor. Whoa, awesome. Heck yeah. Like, really the doctor of healing that shadow. Do, re, mi, and it's like, like, Audigy, like, master, that kind of thing. It's like, boom, it's your, guys. Cheers to our little, like, chibi familiars. Like, what did you, like, yours was probably terrifying at one point. And then you chibied it up, like you made it into this little, like, into B from a Gatherer's Adventure. Whoa, like B was that dragon. B was that father saying, I don't know why my dragonling chose you. It's B, it's himself. Maybe I just, like, that's insane. This is crazy, you guys. Talk about, oh my gosh, that's like the Christ. And there is the Father, there the Father is as that dragon. And then there's B, which is like the Spirit. Wow. But it's like, they're one. Like, and they just like won't tell you. This is crazy. This is so cool. I'm telling you guys, if you're gonna get into the spirit of anything as spirit, get into the spirit of magic. And again, like, get the fear of like getting into the spirit of fun. It's like, heck yeah. And it's like, no, like, would it possess you? Like, fun? Like, I hope so. That kind of thing, it's like, heck yeah. Like, the spirit has possessed you. Spirit has possessed you. You are the avatar. You are the avatar. And I'm like, really, like, again, healing even like inputs, fears, like The Exorcist, that movie being like, you could say like true black magic. No wonder it was, all the things around it were so dark, you could say. Like, you want to talk about dark, that kind of thing. It's you are the avatar. You can tell anything to arise. You could be the best exorcist on the planet. You could cast out anything. And again, you can imagine like some like person trying to say like, come out, and you're like go on, Grim, go, get the hell out of me. And Grim's like, what? It's like, oh, you mean Grim? Like, yeah, like Grim's right here. Like, my little chibi familiar, yes. You want to meet Grim? Like, it's a demon. Are you scared? And it's like, and everyone's like, Grim, come on out. And I'm like, no, it's my Pokemon. I tell it to go. Guys, like, you have your demon. You have your demon. You have your angel. You have your Jiro. Go watch. I was reincarnated as the seventh prince to take my time perfecting my magical ability, and go see it. At the very least, season 2, episode 1, you'll see where the angel is, the one that like probably isn't the most well taught, you could say. The shadow teaches the light, not the other way around. The light is like it's born and it's there. And it's like, oh, I'm super powerful, this and that. Like, you are the shadow. The shadow teaches. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. This is insane. And you can tell, like, I don't have these, like these little, when I have these habits of like this, taking off the glasses, it's like, wow. Like, this does not happen every reading. No wonder. Third time telling Egress to arise. That's insane. This is so, like, this is preposterous. No, like, this can't be real. To put it into like a new language. A new language. A new vibe. Oh, no way. So, wow, awesome. Okay, this is very cool. And I hope this doesn't like, like hurt your eyes or anything, you guys. Ready? 3, 2, 1, deactivate. So, this was appearing in that same show. Like, I saw this and I'm instantly like, okay, wow, this is crazy. Like, you see that, right? It's supposed to be a balance. You don't choose which. You walk straight, like the real mages would walk straight through that brick line just like Harry Potter. Wow, this is freaky. This is so freaky. And then, boom, this is where you appear. You appear in an entirely different dimension, and then boom, like it's all light, but there's that abyss. The abyss will tell you. And you follow the abyss. You follow the shadow, not the light. And then boom, right here. So these two like appearing like almost frame after frame. Coco, welcome to the world of magic. Boom. A dragon. A dragon. You are our hope. You are our hope. And you know how much I talk about the dragons here, you guys. This is insane. Always veiled as that darkness. This is crazy. I am Arsene, Prince of Thieves. Like the Phantom Troop. Phantom Thieves, the Phantom Troop from Hunter x Hunter, like that's who we are. I'm the spirit of rebellion that dwells inside of you. It being part of the process. Should you desire it, I can grant you the power to break through any barrier. And like there, guys, go watch Persona 5, like let the music, like boom, let light fill you up. Give me your power! And you're like, heck yeah, boom. Flame, like you light up, you truly light up, and you become a real person. As we started the reading, you become the vessel, you become the player. Guys, I needed 5 cards to do this. it's so like it's good to be here. Like it, you know, and that's like what the Father's saying right now. That's what it really feels like. Spirit saying it's good to be here. Christ saying it's good to be here. It's good to be back. Boom. It's good to be back. You are protected. You are loved. I'm hearing a lot of construction work outside. You are building heaven. In the last two videos, like, dang it. Nope. Egress. Like, there is, how do I say this? Christ is back. Like, the player is back. Boom. Christ is back. And that's the thing, like, Christ is bad. Christ is bad. Like, this time around, whoa. This time around, he is like, he's not here to, you know, to be the light, have that sacred mission. Christ is the one saying, you know, again, do magical beasts feel fear? Like I've always wanted to know. Fighting literal demons. Going into that Cerberus realm, you could say. Boom. What a dungeon. What a red gate even. No, it was a dungeon from the system. Wow. And we actually, together, told Egress to arise. Told that knight in you, you're fighting for an empty throne. Fight for me now. And we can do something insane. Here's the thing, it's like, you know, again, people would get afraid of that kind of thing. Like, we can build heaven here. We can be the strongest together. We can, you know, how do I say this? Defend me. Like, I will be the new king. I will be the king for you. That knight inside of you, that red inside of you. It's like, whoa, part of the process. Heaven celebrating. You becoming, like you having the ideal, like how do I say this? You becoming the new Christ. To the point where even that red in you, that knight in you, has to agree. Like can agree and fight for you. Not only, like, you know, that fight was you showing it how to agree, like you can, or how do I say this? That you are actually strong enough to do so. That your strength has leveled up to that point. Boom. And then you defeated it, yes, but it still won't get up and fight for you. It's like, well, you're damn strong, and I like your ideals, your love. Boom, right there, your love. Damn strong. But I won't fight for you. Like you try once, you try twice, it's like, nope. And then you say, you're fighting for an empty throne. Fight for me. I'm Christ. What if I told you, like, I'm Christ here again to fight with you? And that Egress is like, let's do it. Like, let's go. And then boom, something, you know, new scripture happens, new events happen, new miracles happen. There's again, that has to happen. You like throw away that visor, you could say, where it's like, boom, I only see through the eyes of Christ, you could say. Well, even I had that arc, you guys. Wow. Happy, boom, right there. One in the abyss, one in the light. One shadow, one light. You're supposed to. You're supposed to have those two sides of you. They're both you. They're both you. Have that mountain of faith that even that knight that knows Christ directly, that fought for Christ in the past, that version of you that was there, you could say, like one of the apostles, pop. Awesome, point of perception. That knight within all of us, that apostle of Christ in all of us, you become that new player that even that apostle would fight for, would see as king. That's what happens, and boom, you need that respect I'm hearing as well from that knight, but that spirit of rebellion within you. And what is that spirit? God, the Father would say, that's my spirit. The phantom truth. That's my spirit. The Father being Krollo. Pretty crazy, huh? Wait, no. Krollo being Christ. There it is. Killua and the dad, the father of the assassin family being the father. Killua being the spirit. Oh my gosh, this is insane. And again, I'll never betray my friends. That's it. That's what the father of the assassin family, the only condition that he had, he said, you know, he raised Killua to do whatever he wants. He's an assassin. He can do whatever he wants. They all do whatever they want. And they're very intelligent, very strong, lethal, very lethal family, you could say. What is the only thing that the father needs to know, even by blood, from that person? from you to never betray your friends. That is it. That is it. Again, maybe we've never really, seen God's true thought of evil, true thought of good, because it doesn't exist. All that he needs to know from you is that you don't betray your friends. Oh my gosh, in another show, I forget which, but even murder being forgivable if you were betraying someone's trust. And the father of that assassin family would be like, oh yeah, of course. Like, you understand. Wow, this is insane. Coming through right now. You're an assassin. You are you are an extremely strong being. You are the hope of the dragons. You are that incredibly strong being. Incredibly strong being. Why? Like, does Killua seem very only light to you? No. Like, definitely not. That is, him being the vessel of the light. Killua is very dark. But again, he is the Father's child. For a reason. Christ being the true... Chrollo being the true Christ. Wow, that's insane. And what is the Father's only thing to ask you to do? To never do, actually. Wow. Never betray your friends. Never betray your friends. That is the only thing I could ever give you. The rest, that's up to you. You're an assassin. I don't do you think I'm going to judge you? I'm just happy that you, can do you. Can be that strong being that I raised you to be. Because that is what is needed in the family. Be the strongest in your bloodline. You don't I'm not going to judge you, the father says, but if you ever betray your friends, it's done. That is it. Everything is, I'm coming after you, you could say. The rest is up to you, and I do not care. Do you think that father in Kill la Kill? In Kill la Kill, boom. Go watch Kill la Kill and go merge your red and blue. Go merge your own. Again, Ryuko being the transfer student. Being Little Red. Imagine you could say a demon being transferred into heaven as a student. And that demon's like Satsuki, that angel, Queen of the Angels, boom, Battle Angel, Alita Battle Angel, you could say, someone go watch that. But that ideal clash, it wasn't ever blades or, swords, it was ideals. It was ideals, and you were the transfer student of heaven that went in there personally to, how do I say this, to, to figure out how to really do it. What they were really about. Ryuko loves the fight. And Satsuki was always there to meet her, and then they find later they're sisters. Pretty freaky. Angel and demon being sisters. Being siblings. Whoa! All children. All children. And again, people, you have to merge with your darkness. You have to have your balance. You have to have your red and blue, your angel and demon. That's who you were always meant to be, your siblings. Not grand enemies, no, you're literal siblings. Full on, angels and demons are siblings. It's pretty crazy. It's insane. What a reading. What a reading. And again, getting rid of that egress within you, but not getting rid of it, you defeating it, right? And telling it to fight for me instead. The one that fought for Christ in the past. You telling that to arise, fight for me, and we can do, we can be Christ together if you want. Not just me. I'll listen to you. And egress becomes this beautiful, beautiful being that has your cape. Not the cape of Christ, it has your cape. Awesome. This is so cool. Cheers to and fro. Cheers to and fro. This has been Little Rivendell. Little Rivendell. I'm just like Frodo, just waking up and it's home. Bilbo? I don't know, probably Bilbo. I've been that Aragorn. I have been that Arwen. I have been, I've been the elf. I have been the king of men. I have been the dwarf. Definitely rock and stone, for sure. I've been the dwarf, definitely. I've been the eagles. I've been Gandalf. Wow. And you become everything. You realize you become everything. Even what's his name? He who shall not be named, Wand. You are Voldemort and Potter. And the snake. Again, like you being Sasuke, being able to speak to the snakes. Like, heck yeah. Like, you know, if anything, you know, that spirit of rebellion being within you. Freaky. It's needed. That flame. It's like, again, it's all like a polarity. It's all a polarity. The spirit of rebellion needing to be within you to even, you know, again, you have to rebel to actually become a real person, you could say. Whoa, it's like, again, that false kingdom mindset. Of like, it's everyone, you know, they only exist within that palace. Your name is like, you know, being written in the book of life, you could say, when you truly, boom, boom, and you say, I'm not this visored, you know, only Christ figure, you could say, boom, wow, this is freaky. You rip off that visor, flame, spirit appears, says, I will show you. Confirmation, I will show you. Whoa, hold on a second. Guys, so that spirit of rebellion, like the spirit, you could say, again, like, you know, Father, Son, Spirit, right? The Father and Spirit being the dragon and bee from A Gatherer's Adventure, and go watch it. And you'll see the Father and his spirit, his heart. The spirit of rebellion, we know what that would be. We know what that would be. And that's the thing. That's part of the process. You becoming that red with that blue, with the light in the middle, boom, that flame in the middle. You are the flame. You become the flame. That spirit of rebellion, you know, like not having fear of anyone, anything, nothing. You don't have fear of anything. Here's the thing, you have to, how do I say this, you know, you have to be able to rebel to even ascend, I'm hearing. It's like, again, like you getting rid of that fear, getting rid of that like fake version of you that you've built because of like a rule mindset, a rules mindset. There's no rules in heaven, it's the grand line. It's the effing grand line. It's the Catalina wine mixer. It's the effing Catalina wine mixer. It's like that, you guys. You know, like heaven isn't, you know, again, I thought of, you could say like the opposite, like, you know, that true like false kingdom mindset. Someone was like, oh man, imagine just, you know, like everyone, I can't wait for that day of just like, you know, singing praises around the Creator. The Creator's like, why would I want you to, like, go have fun? Like, that's the thing, it's like, why do you want to just sit around me and just praise me at my feet all eternity, you could say. You should be able to build a life of eternity, a true player, a true, you know, a true story. Boom, a true story. As if, you know, maybe the scripture isn't even a true story, it's just a parable, all a metaphor. Holy schmoly. Holy pewter schmoods, you guys. Go say hi to pewter schmoods from Avatar Uranus. They'd be like, do you know how freaky you are? Like, you know, that's a needed part. Like, thanks Pewds for being freaky. Even PewDiePie, like, say Avatar Uranus, like, Pewds, like, you're the ultimate freak, and like, don't let anyone tell you otherwise. You're the ultimate freak. I've seen your amnesia days, the father says. Like, you know, you are that. You are supposed to be that freak, not some, you know, like, I'm the lamb, I am the light, holy virtue. Like, I am that. Like, and I will fight it with this. But that's the thing, it's like, you know, some people are egress about it. Some people are egress about it, like blood red about it. And you take on that blood red and show, like, how to be purple. Like, here, come with me, Blue says. Let's go be purple together. Boom. And there, exactly that. Like, boom. Right there. Awesome. What a cool reading. 38:44 on the timer. I love you on the actual time of day, 1:43. I want to go play some Halo. But would you guys join me for Halo Legendary One Chance Permission permission to fight, permission to finish the fight. Boom, that's what we did here today. Again, like Master Chief, like, nope, I'm not Chief. 6. Call me 6. That was some pretty lone wolf stuff, Noble. I heard from who? Carter this morning. Like, you know, what I was doing earlier, some pretty lone wolf stuff. Like, just me, like, you know, again, taking on Aegis, you could say. Like, this has been the true reading. This is the one that truly, you know, 0 out of 2. Like, you have 2 tries left. You have 1 try left. Boom! Flame. Guys, be that, like, crazed warrior. 1:44 on the actual time. Like, you know, shift it to that. Be that warrior. Be that crazed warrior. You are the player. You know Egress. You fought Egress. Egress fights for you now. You can tell anyone that's trying to turn you into an Egress with their Egress. That's the kind of thing, like they are Egress. And any time, again, those, even some people being blood red, like Egress the blood red for Christ, you could say, but that throne is empty. That throne is empty. You are the player. Fight for me, Egress. Like you how do I say this? You acknowledge Egress's strength. Like, yes, there can be much built faith, much mountains to be built, but you are not just a mountain. Like, boom, that mountain erupts. Like, it just is exploded, and the flame comes through, the true flame of God. Again, I take off that visor. I take off that cape of Christ. Boom! There's your true light, your true flame, the Father says. Like, there it is for you. Right there. Gives it to you. Gives you his spirit for real. Not just, again, being egress about it. And that egress is just walking around a room with an empty throne defending an empty throne. Just walking around a room. Only exists in that palace. Wow. And that's the thing. No one's in that palace. No one's in that palace. It's an empty throne in there. Christ would tell you right through me right now. It's an empty throne. Like, I'm not sitting there anymore. That was an empty place. That place is, again, it's like a ruin. We are building kingdoms every day, every era, every millennium. Doing it right now with the family. You have... you have, gained a new boom. 141. 141 being the task force. You've gained a new ally. Commander rank, like general rank, Egress. And you're like, give it a new name? And Jin was like, of course, Egress. Like, that's the thing. You don't, like, destroy them. You still call them Egress. You still call them Egress. You still, fight with them, you could say. And that's the thing. You're helping people unlock to be a true player. Having that screen pop up. These words. Helping that screen pop up for you saying, do you really want to be me? If that's the thing, again, trying to be Christ. Christ says, do you really want to be me? Be yourself with my flame. And it takes the spirit of rebellion to do that. You have to say, I want your power. And then boom. Oh my gosh. This is insane. I could keep going about it forever, to be honest with you. We could. We love us on One Timer. We love you. But go watch Persona 5. Go play Persona 5 even would be better. Go have that experience. And you'll see. You'll see that like jailman, that warden, you could say, is there to, it's never there to hurt you. It's never there to hurt you, that warden. But that spirit of rebellion within you, it's like the polarity, that warden, that shadow, and that flame being needed. That's insane. Awesome. I just heard all summer in my own voice saying awesome all summer. You're dang right. Bringing these vibrations, these messages, like building this timeline all summer. We're doing it all summer. Only needed 5 cards. Only needed 1 hand. Only needed 1 hand. I fought Egress with 1 hand. You're that player. You're that player. You fought Egress with 1 hand. That's awesome. I love everyone on the timer. That's what the Father wants to say too. Like, I love everyone. But you gotta let go of being that Egress. Christ says. Light, boom. You gotta let go of being that Egress. Like, you're defending an empty room. That throne, there's no one in there. Like, the one you're defending does not need to be defended. There's no fight anymore. You are the player. You are the player. And this is a game, baby. This is a game. We're having fun. And what's the point of a game? Say it. Tiny Saderace from the back, from the Myries in the back. To have fun. I won't, scare my neighbors outside. I don't want to, blow anyone's, eardrums out. Because people do use headphones. And my microphone is not the best. But, again, everyone turn it down a little bit. Grand! Look it! Into the wilderness, into the woods, into the distance. I even held back on that. Like, it didn't feel right. I just, like, at the last moment, I'm like, what if they hear me? That kind of thing. Have that cry. Have that cry out of rebellion. Honestly. It's like, have that, I am not going by the universe's rules, and you beat the universe. You beat, like, the, how do I say this? Like, the universe that says, no, like, it's dangerous to have that energy. Like, too much, it'll destroy you. And you're like, what? Like, what do you mean? I am that energy. I am that spirit. Oh my gosh. You are the spirit of rebellion. Like that, oh, this is insane. This is crazy. You are that spiral energy. You are that spirit. You are that spirit of rebellion. That's so cool. This is insane. And here's the thing, it's like, we can talk about scripture all day, sure, but it's like, what if we're meant to be all of it together? Everything is meant to, you see yourself in. Wow, just as everything that we see nowadays, again, the true scripture, the true new creation, being in so many beautifully created things, and God's, it doesn't want me to say anime too much, but it's like, go watch anime, go feel again, go feel a story that you think isn't possible, and then God's spirit says, guess what? It not only is, but I put your spirit, like maybe when you were dreaming one time, and had my spirit write it out for you and animate it for you. Guys, like, have that kind of belief, even solo leveling. Even solo leveling. It's all a story. It's all within. It's all supposed to, how do I say it? It's all supposed to, again, it's like another thing of glasses. And then you, as how do I say it? It's like another banner for you to wave. Another persona for you to have. That's the word I was looking for. That's what I was stuttering over. Persona. Another persona for you to see. Another light to become a star in your sky, I'm hearing. And you can't do that without being the void. You can't do that without being that darkness. And then you kind of like you wave open your cloak. Oh, no way. Even the demon monarchs are like, Esril, like, what did you bring in here? It's you standing there, and in your shadow, there's just like 1,000 different glowing eyes, and it's like, again, your shadow army, like, their eyes, they glow because of your light, because of your flame. Boom! Order no turn! Yes! Glory of Horus. Glory of Horus. Glory of the light right there. Guys, have that, have that mindset too. Be Light Yagami. And also, like, here's the thing. Another red and blue story. Another red and blue story. You mixing those two. You having the ideals of L. Maybe there shouldn't be a judge, but then you're also that light that's like, no, let's work together. And then boom, purple. Purple. It's like, that's what we're doing spiritually. Airing the place out spiritually. Boom. Again, like, being spiritual gangsters, full on. And again, like, yes, like, being spiritual players too, that can even fight Igris and take it down. The one that's fighting for Christ so hard, but that throne is empty. You're supposed to be the king. You're supposed to be the king of kings, prince of peace, whatever you want to say. But here's the thing. We're the prince of thieves, you could say. It's like that spirit of rebellion. You are the phantom troop that has both Gon and Killua within you. And that father, your father, asks of you one thing. Do not betray your friends. I don't care if they're murderers. Do not betray them. That's what the father would say. And everyone, again, being like, whoa, that's intense. It's like, yes, what about it? 100%. It's like, yeah, absolutely. Again, we are in a family of pure monsters. Monsters. That's what God's family really is. A family of pure monsters, eternal warriors, assassins that, again, like, yes, like, you could say are evil, but they're more evilly aligned. They choose what's good and evil, and they don't let anyone nor anything tell them differently. Nothing. Not a damn thing. Not a damn thing. You'd be like, well, that might spread, or like, sow the seeds of, well, you gotta, that's the thing, that heart was evil then to begin with, and if they don't put in the effort to overcome that evil nature, then you could talk about that. But your heart this family. That, like, there's a reason you feel drawn here. You are family. And we are monsters, God says to you. We are like assassins that, again, in the spiritual realm, their spirit, their aura, literal monsters. Their abilities even, literal monsters. Full on. That's who God's family really is. And Christ, the Phantom Troop. That's who he built here. The Phantom Thieves. Go play Persona 5. Go watch Persona 5. You'll see. The Phantom Thieves. Go play Persona 5X, I think. Or like Royale. And you'll see yourself, again, like the player. That's like not really like, part of the main story. But it's like, again, supposed to be you. And that Joker figure, whoa. Even Joker in Fire Force being Christ. Crollo, that's who Christ really is. If, again, like, would Crollo be want like a fan club? Would Crollo want followers? No, he wants family. Jade in the Assassin's Guild, do you think the Assassin's Guild is like a thing of oh, we'll fight out in the open together, be holy and virtuous? No, we are in the shadows. We're supposed to be. It's how you live here in the abyss. In the abyss. We are so, and this abyss is beautiful. This abyss is gorgeous. That's the thing. You are supposed to be in that darkness sometimes. And that is when, you are the darkness even. That's where you found the light. You became the light in the darkness. And if you didn't, then you're again on the outskirts of the true light. You could say it's the afterglow of that light. Again, you, purple being in the middle. Purple being in the middle. And there's a reason that, you gotta, that light shines brightest in that midst of the abyss. You find, I keep hearing all summer. I keep hearing all summer in my voice. That's so funny. We're doing this all summer. I love you all the time again. All summer. I'm sure you better believe it too. Guys, we're gonna, again, fight every egress that comes our way. Be the dragons that devour the dogma of people that have fused with their light and shadow willingly and became that monster. And if they didn't fuse, if they didn't go deep into that shadow, if they didn't go deep into that abyss, they wouldn't have shone so bright. They wouldn't have shined so, again, you find that true light. You become the player in that double dungeon. Boom, in that darkest moment even. You become the true player that, boom, you truly want to rebel against even the universe. Gurren Lagann. Whoa. Oh my gosh. This is insane. This is guys, you can feel how powerful this stuff is. It's it's some potent stuff. Some potent stuff, and we're doing it all summer. Again, maybe I should have done a live stream. Oh, you could be I was there. Again, here's the thing, comment if you're here, I was there. I was there. When we really got the message out again. Defeating, you could say, every egress on Earth together in one video. And again, those egress may still try to fight here, but it's we all just looking at them, at them man, stop walking around that room. There's no throne there. There's no throne there. Christ is like Crollo. Christ built a phantom troop here. Not some, again, not a church. Whoa. Again, it's very, a lot of, crazy stuff. A lot of crazy stuff. Christ is not of the church, you could say even. Wow. That's insane. Christ is not, the church is not of Christ. The church is not of Christ. It's that false kingdom. It's a kingdom of ruin. The Father says to you right now, it's a kingdom of ruin. You're defending an empty throne. You have you're not even a real person yet. That's the thing. You only exist in that room, the back rooms. Wow. And then boom. I want your power, spirit of rebellion. You become a real person. You become a real person. You have that true flame awaken. Your true light awaken. Your persona. This is the most insane reading we've ever done. This is awesome. I'm happy to be here. One more turn. I'm happy that I was here for this. My soul says. But my shadow says. That's awesome. Twin shadows. Love your shadow. Love your shadow. It's, it's behind you. It's if anything, you always have someone behind you that's looking at your back saying, that's my light. That's my light. That's my player. That's my Jinwoo. And mom says that. Boom! Wow. Again, the darkness being our mom. The noon, The womb being our mom. Wow, the void being our mother. And like that's and she's saying right now, that's my Jinwoo. That's my Jinwoo. Like, yes, mom. And here's the thing, it's like it was all for you to wake up. It was all for you to wake up. Because remember that moment for the Solo Leveling fans? You know, like I was in tears too. It was like a real moment between you and the mom within you, the noon within you, the darkness within you, awakening again. You saw how sweet that mother was. Did you not? Is Jinwoo's mom not like extremely sweet? Like that's the thing. It's like again, you know, 3 in 1. Jinwoo, the daughter, and the mother. Whoa, this is so freaky. The spirit being the daughter, or even Christ being the daughter. I'm hearing Christ be. Whoa, this is insane. I don't even know, you guys. The spirit being joy. Boom, of course it is. The spirit being joy. The spirit being like the heart of the family, the daughter, and the mother. Like being that, boom, there's a perfect version of like the mother, the true mother, the true even father. You could say like that being is like literally there to love you, full on. And what does Jinwoo do? Even later in the story, I will go against every hunter here. I will take on the entire Hunters Association and like put you all down if you go against my family, if you try to hurt my family. That's what God wants in you. Nothing more. No, again, there's no church. It's an empty village. It's an empty kingdom, you could say. There's no one in it. There's no one in it. You got to become a real person, not an Egress. Not an Egress. Not even Egress the Blood Red. Guys, like, become a player. Don't walk around an empty room defending an empty throne as if you're defending Christ or fighting for Christ. Christ was like Crollo. You want the biggest? Again, like Christ was like Jade from I Was Reincarnated as the Seventh Prince. It's like Jade. Wanting to live, wanting the shadows to be able to live in the light. Oh, I'm so proud. Like that's the thing, you know, you can really hear Christ saying, "I'm so proud of you," even of me. But like, you know, I'm not here to be proud of. I'm here to, you know, I'm here to bring the light. I'm here to bring love. But you can hear Christ of, you know, how proud he is, for sure. Again, he doesn't want egresses. Like those, if anything, wow, Christ is the Shadow Monarch. Christ is the one that chose Jinwoo, that chose you. He wouldn't choose Egress. Like, Egress is a thing of the past. That knight is a thing of the past. The Crusaders, thing of the past. Thing of the past. The player, that is the day and age of this. The age of the player. This is the age of the player, not the knights. Like, the knights is, you know, that round table, the Camelot thing is already done with. Like, that's already in the past. Valhalla, true. You know, that we're in the age of players. We're in the age of players. And I heard like Valhalla, true. It's like Eternal Warriors. Boom. This is awesome. This is so cool. Again, you know, like Shangri-La, it's like, heck yeah. Like, have you guys seen that anime? Looking at the Stellar J flying, I'm so happy. Like Christ is saying, I'm so happy with you right now. Full on. Full on. I can feel it. It's like, you know, that, like, you know, again, Christ being the Shadow Monarch, Christ being Crollo. The Shadow Monarch that literally is like extremely powerful and chose Jinwoo for a reason. He said, damn it, if I could just have one more, like, you know, screw it. Like, I'm rebelling. I don't even care. I'm rebelling against that cold dark. That, again, like the nights closing in on you, like death, basically, you know, it's saying that false god in that double dungeon. Wow. That's insane. Heaven celebrating. You know, again, like that God doesn't care if you prayed it. Squish. You have to become the player. Become the player. Wow, this is like such an insane reading, you guys. 9:09 on the timer. Oh, I gotta do a live stream. I gotta do a live stream here soon. Alright, I'll do it right now. I love you all so much. Thank you for being here. I'll get this uploaded. But like, I gotta be in this energy. Heck yeah, let's do it. Alright, here we go.